Hello, I'm Mike Geis, the assistant principal at Lincoln Performing Arts School, and your host for the 75th anniversary of StageOne Family Theater. For the past 10 years, we've had a fantastic partnership with StageOne. Our students have enjoyed a variety of plays, attended summer camps, and really became themselves because of the curriculum that StageOne has to offer. They are a true gem in this city, and we are proud to be partners with them. And now, I'd like you to hear from my friend, Andrew Harris.
Hi, I'm Andrew Harris, Producing Artistic Director for StageOne Family Theater. And I'm excited to welcome you to the first of what will be many celebrations, many events that we're going to have celebrating the 75th anniversary of StageOne Family Theater. Now, StageOne, or as it was originally known, the Louisville Children's Theater, was founded in 1946 by three women who understood the transformational power of theater. They created us, and I quote, "in order to present such entertainment as will inspire children with love and appreciation of live theater." And in 75 years since then, we've done just that. In those 75 years, StageOne has grown into an artistic and an educational leader in our community. Each year, we serve between 60 and 70,000 kids with the work that we do on stage, in the classroom, and throughout our community. And that's because we believe at StageOne, we believe that theater is for everyone. We believe that anyone and everyone who wants to engage in the work that we do should have that opportunity. And in the 20 years that I've been with StageOne, I have watched us work tirelessly to break down and remove any and all barriers between us and the students, the teachers, the families, the audiences that we serve. Since 2010, over 500,000 students have had an opportunity to participate with us at little to no charge, thanks to our Play It Forward ticket underwriting program. We were the first arts organization in this community to offer sensory-friendly performances to all of our audiences. And I'm proud to say we were recently certified as an autism-friendly business. Thanks to the work that we do, there are now 16 underserved elementary schools that have sustainable musical theater programs for their students after school, thanks to a partnership between StageOne and Disney. And not only that, we also assist with the social emotional development and the development of kindergarten readiness schools for our youngest audience members through our early childhood programming. And the list goes on. StageOne does so much in this community, and we take the work that we do so seriously. And not just as an organization, for me, it's personal, because I found theater by accident. I stumbled into theater because I grew up in a small town that had a little theater that I had no interest in, until one day when some friends of mine got in a play, and they got to miss school. And suddenly I thought to myself, I like missing school, I should do theater. And so I waited until an audition came around. I went to the theater thinking, I'm gonna get in a play, I'm gonna miss school. And it was a disaster. I didn't know what I was doing, and I failed miserably. Now my friends didn't, they got in the play, they got to miss school, which just made it worse for me. And so I waited. I waited until the next audition came around, convinced that this was gonna be the time. And I failed again. And I was frustrated because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't understand. Nobody explained to me what theater was or how it worked. And as I was leaving in frustration, a nice man who worked at the theater, he had seen my previous attempts and recognized in me something that I didn't recognize in myself. And he stopped me and he said, "How would you like to work on the lights for the play?" And I looked at him very seriously and I said, "Well, do I get to miss school?" And he said, "Yes, you do." And I said, "Well, sign me up." And that was the beginning for me. That was the first step on a path that led me from that moment to being here right now, to being able to do what I do. And had he not taken the time to show me that path, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing this amazing work. And so I take it very seriously. Because every time that we step foot on stage, every time we walk into a classroom, every time we interact with a student, a parent, a teacher, a community member, we have an opportunity to be that moment for someone else. And that's a great thing, and that's a great responsibility. And it's one that I hold very near and dear to my heart. StageOne's been doing this work for 75 years. And that's not enough. That's 75 years of being that moment for other kids, but there are 75, 175. There are 1,000,000 years to go and 1,000,000 kids that deserve the work that we do and the impact that theater has, the transformational experience that this can be. Not because we're trying to create the next generation of actors or actresses or celebrities, but because we are creating the next generation of you, of me, of us, the next generation of human beings. People who are filled with imagination and wonder and empathy. And that's a great thing. And that's what theater does. That's what Stage One does, has done, and will continue to do. And we're going to do it with your help. Thank you. Thank you for being part of our work. Thank you for being part of the Stage One family.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Payne, better known to my Stage One family and most people in Louisville as Kate, and I would love to share a little bit about my experiences with Stage One and the impact that they had on my life. And it is difficult for me to talk about those experiences without feeling really overwhelmed with emotion and just gratitude for what those experiences brought into my life at such a pivotal time, a time where, you know, you're so malleable as a young person and you really do get to dream up the kind of person that you want to be and the kind of life that you want to live. And for me, being a young actor with Stage One, working with Andrew in various capacities later in high school and prior to performing with them, being a camper, all of those experiences, but specifically when I got to perform with Stage One for several seasons, they really shaped me into the kind of person that I am today. And I not only met some of the most important people in my life still today, and mentors who I will have for life, adults who inspired me at that young age, who continue to inspire me, and also being a part of shows that taught me really valuable lessons as a young person. It's really impossible to understate the impact that Stage One had on my life. It taught me, those experiences taught me how to be more compassionate of people's differences, how to be more understanding, how to, you know, cope with loss and love and like big ideas and experiences that a lot of people don't experience at that age, in middle high school, when I was working with Stage One. And still to this day, I can directly trace my life and think about how it wouldn't be the same if I hadn't had those experiences. Being part of the Best Christmas Pageant Ever a couple of times, and a show called John Lennon and Me, where I uncovered my dreams. And that is such a pivotal thing for a young person to get to know about themselves, and something that not every young person gets to uncover. And the fact that Stage One facilitated those experiences are the reason that those chapters in my life existed and were the way that they were, and have directly led to every other chapter in my life years and years later. I will never be able to express sufficient gratitude for what Stage One afforded to me at such an important time in my young life. And I know that it has done that for so many other people. Dozens, hundreds of people that I have met or encountered, and endless people that I will never meet. We all have shared this experience that offered meaning and hope. And I am so honored to be a small part of the 75th anniversary celebration, and I cannot wait to watch the next 75 years begin. It is such a gift to be a part of this family and to share it with so many people who are just some of the best people that I know. So thank you for letting me.
StageOne is our family and has changed mine and my son Cameron's life. In my childhood, I went to a few different StageOne plays. One that I vividly remember seeing is The Diary of Anne Frank. In 6th grade, my son went to see the play Ghost at StageOne. He said the play was amazing. What stood out to him the most, though, was that he was able to meet Matthew Carter after the play. Matthew Carter is whom the play was based off. Matthew Carter ends up giving Cameron and my son a high five. Cameron came up to me when he got home and said he was never washing his hands again because Matthew Carter touched his hand. After that, it became a dream of his to become an actor. A couple years ago, I told Cameron that StageOne was having an audition for the play The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. This was his moment to shine. When Cameron found out he was going to be in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, he was so excited. He could not contain his excitement. He jumped up and down, ran down the hall. Cameron now knew he was going to be in the play, but never realized what an amazing experience he was going to have while doing the play. That year, Cameron was experiencing bullying at his school. What he would say to me after coming home from practice was, "Mom, everyone there at practice are just like me. They're all actors. They all want the same thing as me. They do not judge me. Everyone is nice to me." Yes, I was excited for my son to be in the play at StageOne. However, the impact that Andrew, Tracy, and Kate, and all the other actors made on my son is what I cherish the most. Cameron doing The Best Christmas Pageant Ever was a great experience for him. We love StageOne, and they will forever be our family.
I was in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. I had a great experience and made a lot of new friends. Andrew Harris was a great director, and he taught me a lot. I also attended a summer camp, and I love being a Peter Pan. I love the experience I had at StageOne.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jamika Howard, the principal at Shelby Academy in Jefferson County Public Schools. And I just want to let you all know how impactful StageOne Family Theater has been for the students in our schools. When I was an assistant principal at H.B. Slaughter Elementary, I became involved with StageOne Family Theater in the 5x5 grant program, and then in the On-Ramp for Deeper Learning Arts Integration Grant, and then an Imagine 2020 grant, and then through Disney Musicals in Schools and the 21st Century Learning Grant. And then when I was promoted to be the principal at Shelby, I have also been able to participate with StageOne Family Theater in the On-Ramp for Deeper Learning Arts Integration Grant. Now, I know I just said a lot of things there, and you all are like, how is StageOne Family Theater? What does that have to do with learning at schools? Well, I'll tell you. When you think about what you do at school, I'm quite sure you think about students learning social studies, students learning to be literate, to write, to read, students learning how to calculate in math and to reason through math problems, students learning about science and social emotional learning and all these different things that are just so important for our students in their early stages of development, specifically in elementary school. Well, yes, you're sitting there going, what do all those things have to do with theater? Well, I'll tell you. The arts, they give voice to the voiceless. And in our elementary schools, we've got students from different cultures, students from different backgrounds, and students who have one thing in common, that they are here to learn and take their life to a place of excellence that we just may never have even seen in our lifetime. I'm so excited about growing students. And one of the things that is more impactful than anything else is engagement. Engagement is getting kids excited about school. It is having students look at what we're doing at school and see themselves in it. It's giving them voice and choice in what they're doing and how they're doing it. And how better to do that than through the arts? StageOne Family Theater provides opportunities for students to receive learning experiences that are rigorous, engaging, standards-based, and multicultural. You can't beat that. I am just so grateful for StageOne Family Theater and the experiences that we've been able to create together for my students and the experiences that StageOne Family Theater has been able to make collaboratively with Jefferson County Public Schools as a whole. So I just want to say today, thank you, StageOne Family Theater, for what you're doing and are going to continue to do for our students. We appreciate you so much. So if you're not already, and make sure that you're donating to StageOne Family Theater, because again, organizations like StageOne Family Theater, they give voice to the voiceless, and they give opportunities to our students to express themselves in ways that they've never known they've been able to do before. Thank you, StageOne, and I look forward to what we're going to do together in the future.
Thank you, Valerie, Cameron, Kathleen, and Jamaica for sharing those great stories. And congratulations, Cameron, on winning the inaugural Hoban Hubbard Scholarship Award. We look forward to seeing you at summer camp. Today, you've heard the full StageOne story and met some of our wonderful people, and it's my privilege to ask you to make a financial investment to support our day-to-day operations. Today, we are launching something brand new, our Storyteller Society. I have something very exciting to announce. An anonymous donor has given a generous gift in the amount of $5,000 to challenge us all today to support StageOne Family Theater. If you make a pledge of $1,000 for 5 years, your first year donation of $1,000 will be matched. That's less than $84 a month. This will go a long way towards our goal to introduce every child to theater that is personally relevant, age appropriate, inspirational, and educationally right here in Metro Louisville. With this challenge match, your gifts will go even farther today. The first giving level, the Artist Circle, is a pledge of $1,000 each year for 5 years, which again is less than $84 per month. An example of what a gift of this level would provide is StageOne being able to offer our Storytellers program in elementary classrooms for the next 5 years. The next giving level, the Director Circle, is a pledge of $5,000 a year for 5 years. And this will provide scholarships for drama residencies in schools, summer camps, and after-school programs for underserved children in our community. The last level, the Producer Circle, is a pledge of $10,000 a year for 5 years. This gift supports Play It Forward, providing free access for underserved children throughout our community to attend and experience the arts. Now, I want you to click on that donate button in the Facebook Live right this minute. Starting at the top of the form, please select one of the following from the drop-down menu under I would like to make a gift. One-time donation, monthly donation, quarterly, or annual donation. And then enter the amount you would like to donate today towards your pledge level. Whatever level of support you can provide, we ask that you make the first payment on your pledge today. The Storyteller's Pledge level names are meant to give you a sense of what your contribution can do. Your contribution will go towards the unrestricted operating funds of StageOne Family Theater. Now, select. Please designate My Gift and select on one of the following from the drop-down menu. General Fund. Play It Forward. If you're making a donation of $10,000 a year, you will be listed as a member of the Producer Circle. Scholarships. If you're making a donation of $5,000 a year, you will be listed as a member of the Director Circle. In-school programming. If you are making a donation of $1,000 a year, you will be listed as a member of the Artists Circle. Production support. Other. Now, please continue to follow the prompts on the donation form. We know there are many forms of giving. In the Make of a Greater Impact section, please check all that apply. My employer has a matching gift program. I'd like to make a gift of stock. I'd like to include StageOne in my estate plans. Now, should you have any questions as you go through the donate form, you can leave us a comment below or send an email to pcarter@stageone.org, and we will be happy to assist you. Before you click submit, in the notes section, would you please let us know the number of years you'd like to make this pledge commitment? Any thoughts about our program today, or any other ideas or suggestions you have for us here at StageOne? And if you're joining me today and pledging $1,000 or more for 5 years, you will be listed as a founding member of the Storyteller Society. Thank you on behalf of the kids we serve. Please know that whatever you are giving today, including the gift of time, we sincerely appreciate your support for the kids we serve. Now, as you finish filling out your donation form, I'll turn it back over to Andrew Harris to close out our program today. Thank you so much for all of you for your support.
Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being part of the StageOne family. And if you know someone who is not yet but should be part of the family, we're going to send out the link to this video. You can share it with them so that they can join in and continue to support the great work of StageOne. And this isn't your only opportunity to join with us. I hope you'll join us again this summer in July for our next event celebrating our 75th anniversary and all of the other events to come throughout the year, both virtually and in person. Thank you.